Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us on The Full View. Now, champions of the inaugural curling knockout, Stellenbosch FC, will take on a select curling all-stars team in a battle for the revitalised curling Black Label Cup this Saturday, the 6th of January. Now, Stellies defeated TS Galaxy on penalties in the final of the curling knockout on the 16th of December at the Moses Mabhida Stadium in Durban. So, to talk more about the upcoming match and, of course, reflect back on the tournament, we are joined in studio by legends of the game who have graced our field for many, many years. Happy Jele and Mandla Masango, thank you so much for joining us. Compliments of the new season. I hope 2024 is going to be a great year for both of you gents. I want us to reflect back on the curling knockout, especially when you consider the fact that you're both from the Mpumalanga province and having TS Galaxy also in the final. But that moment, the opening game, the very controversial match against Mamelodi Sundowns, you know, and of course how they ousted the Brazilians. Did you ever think that they would get to the point of getting to the final and of course, you know, trying to oust Stellies, which didn't quite happen? Happy Mhlambe, let me start with you.
Yeah, I believe if you can see TS Galaxy, the way they've played, the way they've started the competition, they've started very well. They've garnered points against the champion of the league. And that on its own, it motivates them to go to the final, you know. And they did well on the final. It's just they lost it on their penalties because Stellies were good on that day. So, yeah, I believe they deserve to be there.
No, absolutely. And I know that you both participated in the former format of the curling Black Label Cup, where it was just Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates for many, many years. What do you now make of this new format? You know, what has been the feedback? Do you think that it ticked all the right boxes?
Most definitely, you know, and it was great seeing all 16 teams from the PSL partaking in the tournament. And also for a team like Stellies to eventually be crowned champions. It's really good for South African football. And also for the fans, they participated. As you know, curling is champions fans, you know. It's more about the fans, actually. And they got the incentives as well. So that was a nice part. Especially the men of the match prizes, as well as the Fagu Kolus won, which I think there's even now, it's still on 900K for the upcoming game on Saturday.
You know, you say fans participated, of which they did, but there was a lot of controversy, especially when it came to that man of the match. 100,000 Rand, it was voted for. When you look at all the players that have received those man of the match awards, was it really based solely on their performance on the field? Or did it have an aspect, you know, of a popularity contest, if I may put it that way?
It's a champions fan. You know, everyone has got his own decision or own opinion. So if the fans vote for Happy, I'm the one that I'm going to take it. Yeah. So if you want your player to be a man of the match, Sham Kafas.
Yeah.
What's his name? What Sham Kafas? 120 star 120 star 660 hash. We are voted as many times as you like. Then we vote the player for now. Mina angiboni going king.
Okay.
You understand, because it's all about the fans. The fans, they're expressing themselves in the game. And they have a huge voice, you know, which is what we are also going to see this weekend. We, of course, know that the All-Stars team has been revealed. Coach Jose Rivero is going to be leading those players. What do you make of the selection of that team? Is it competitive enough to take on the inaugural champion Stellies?
I think it's a very solid competitive team. And they have Coach Rivero, like you said, is an experienced coach. He has won 3 trophies in 2 seasons. That speaks volume. And also, what I like the most about the team is that they have the DDC players who have their hunger and they have a point to prove. So that on its own, I think it can lead them to greater things, you know. I see them doing well against this a very competitive Stellies team.
Interesting, and also because there were so many questions around some of the players. We know at some point, Itumeleng Khune, we didn't know whether, in fact, he would form part of the team. We also know in terms of Kermit Erasmus and Olisanda, what's happening there in terms of injury. So if you're able to confirm that team for us, who is, in fact, going to be playing? Are all the revealed members going to be part of that All-Stars team on Saturday? Yeah,
some of them are there. I think it's Olisanda and Kermit. They are injured. They won't be there. And Paseka Marco, they're injured. But there's a lot of players that they're going to join the team. The likes of Victor Litswalo for Kermit. He's the one that's going to replace Kermit Erasmus. So even if they select any player, it's all about fans.
All right.
They are the one who was next to Kermit is Victor. The one is taking over now.
Okay, so what can we expect come Saturday, Peter Mokaba Stadium, the 6th of Jan? We've been looking forward to it. What kind of power do the fans now have in terms of the 90 minutes that we're going into?
The Fagu Kolus are still there. There's 900,000 up for grabs, and you only have one chance to vote for the first team, predict the first team that's going to score first within 90 minutes. So every 90 minutes, every minute it minuses 10,000. Like the last time, I think, if I'm not mistaken, one fan won 470K. On the day.
Life-changing amount.
Exactly, and it was festive. I'm sure he had a very
I wish they had invited me.
No, next time we'll invite you as well. But you have a chance as well of partaking by voting. Like KP said, you can style that *120 *660# and predict,
Absolutely.
And also on the day, there's entertainment. There's Makaz, Queen Pela Lawyer, Limpopo. There's the King as well, King Monad. So there's Uteve, Linyor. There's Utlemen as well from Skim Sam. So the more the merrier. The fans, we urge them to come in numbers to support both teams. And it will be the last game before AFCON. So that's the only entertainment we have now and before the AFCON.
All right, we are now pressed for time. I want to hear from both of you. Who do you think is going to win? Because it will be very surprising to see an all-stars team beat a Stellies, but that is very possible on the field of play. Who might just walk away with it?
All-stars.
How?
You know why I'm saying all-stars? I want all the players that they didn't reach the final to at least get the silverware, and also the DDC players, just to fill the silverware from the seniors, and there's a lot of incentive as well if you win it.
Sure. All right, James, thank you so much for making time for us. We are really excited about the final that's taking place this weekend at the Peter Mokaba Stadium on the 6th of January. Will it be Stellies FC or the All-Stars team? We'll find out then.